Hello everybody, I'm Ralph.
And I'm Darryl.
And this is Community Time, or whatever we decide to call it. What's up everybody and welcome back to Community Time.
How's it going, guys?
Tonight we got a great show for you guys. We've got some cool features. We got a sword in the stone like you get from Merlin. We can build one of those. We've got a trident launch pad. And we've got a really quick redstone clock race. Does that sound like fun, Darryl?
Sounds like fun to me.
But first of all, we got to add a new audience member. Hey, Darryl, I'd like to introduce you to Red Blue Fire 77.
Red Blue Fire, a.k.a. Steve?
Yeah, well, I think it's because on Xbox you have to pay for skins. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. Either way, you're very welcome here.
Yep, welcome to the show. Selfie time. But before we get started with our features, you know what time it is, Darryl? It's time for Block Battle. All right, Darryl, so today's block battle is Minecraft ores. And we just have to battle it out. Since you won last time with your redstone lamps, and you won the time before that as well with trapdoors, the rules that we've made up is that you get to go first again, and I cannot pick the same block as you.
Okay, so to go forward this time, I pick redstone ore.
Redstone ore. Very good pick. A very good pick. Very tempting. My pick is iron ore.
Which one is more beautiful?
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, I was kind of going for the usefulness of the material, although redstone is very useful as well. But iron goes in all the good stuff, doesn't it?
Iron ingots are definitely useful.
Yeah.
They're one of the most useful things in the game.
You can make hoppers and minecarts and rails.
And they do come from iron ore.
Yep.
But the ore itself...
redstone ore is also quite useful. I must give you that.
Redstone ore, it's quite limited, actually. I mean, you can farm iron if you're talking about the ingots also. Redstone, you can only get from mining, can't you?
No, I think you can trade it with the...
You can trade for it?
Yeah, you can trade for it.
With which one of the guys?
I think the guys that buy... zombie flesh, those guys, the necromancers, whatever they're called.
Do they? I'm not sure if they do. I think they
can give you glowstone and redstone.
No, it's glowstone and lapis, I think.
Really?
Well, we'll have to.
You can kill witches. You can make a witch farm and get redstone from that.
That's true, but that's very limited.
Yeah. Well, if you've seen some of the crazy witch farms I've seen on YouTube, then they're quite nuts. I believe
it produces some light.
It does when you step on it.
Or punch it.
Yep. Well, I think this is another close battle. Leave your vote in the comments. Who should win this block battle? Is it going to be Darryl with redstone ore, or me with iron ore?
Or.
All right, let's move on to the features. All right, Darryl, what I've set up here is a kind of redstone clock race. So on the left-hand side here, we have the comparator clock. The comparator is in subtract mode. When you get a 15 power strength signal in, it comes out and reaches all the way there. But also at the same time, it subtracts like 15, 14, 13, and then the signal strength is only 2, which doesn't reach all the way, and also doesn't go to subtract, and then it goes back out to 15. And on the other side, we have the observer clock. So 2 observers constantly looking at each other and detecting that they're being updated. And that's a pretty fast clock as well. So when I pull this lever, both of these will get pushed forward at the same time. And then on the end here, to kind of check their speed, I've got 2 droppers set up with a stack of cobble. And they're both going to put their cobble into this chest. And they're both empty right now. And then I've got a comparator on the side with an inverted redstone signal on the lamp. So when this dropper here empties out, it should turn on the lamp, and same on this side. So the first one to empty out should be the first one to turn on their lamp, right?
Yep, looks right to me.
All
Wonder
right.
which one will be faster.
Well, take your time, make your educated guesses, and then we'll come back to this one after we looked at the other features.
Cool.
Let's go take a look at the sword in the stone.
The sword in the stone.
There it is. The mythical sword in the stone. Why don't you go give it a yank to see if you're worthy? No, it's not coming out.
What?
So this is the famous sword in the stone from Old English mythology, I believe it is, right?
Excalibur.
Excalibur. Also known as Caliburn, depending on how far back you go and which version, what the books you read or movies or whatever.
Caliburn.
Yeah, it's Caliburn and Excalibur. You can see kind of how those words have the same origin there.
Yeah, feel the Caliburn.
And this is probably also not the same sword that a lady in the lake gave. This is the stoner in the lake that gave this sword.
Stoner in the lake.
Yeah. Or maybe this stone wasn't even in the lake, was it, actually? Maybe it was in a town square somewhere? Or
Town
something?
Square, or, yeah, I don't know where it's supposed to be.
Or maybe in some quarry, like that movie with the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I have an idea. Why don't you show us how to build one?
Alrighty.
It looks really easy, and it is. But we'll show you anyway.
Yeah. It is deceptively not hard.
All right.
So something like that.
This is your stone.
Right?
You can make it.
Stone around here.
You can make it however you like.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want here.
Kind of try to do it a bit random.
Yeah, randomly and stuff.
Yeah.
But one main thing you have to remember is that you have to place the end rod on the bottom of a block on top of it.
A temporary block.
That's right, because otherwise you won't get the hilt. See?
Yeah.
That part right there is the hilt.
Yep.
And then you just stick some iron bar right on top of it there. You got a nice long two-handed handle.
Yep. What do you call those swords? Not a broadsword, right?
No.
So this is really cool. I found this on Reddit from the username invalid_username36. So credit where credit's due. What if we both pull on it? No, it's not coming out. It's stuck. It's stuck here forever. All right, that was cool. Let's take a look at the Elytra launch pad. All right, Darryl, tell us what we got here.
Okay, so here we have a little Elytra launch pad. So you may ask what that means. What does that mean? Well, that means, good sir, that it gives us a little bit of water temporarily right here in the middle. Or just long enough to launch yourself.
With a pitchfork.
With a pitchfork, yeah.
And you need the Riptide enchantment.
Riptide enchantment, yes. That is very much worth mentioning.
So you can build this somewhere where there's not water nearby. We got a lot of water near here, so you could actually just jump into the water. But you can build this like on the roof of your house, get a little water, launch yourself off, and go flying with your Elytra and all that.
It's really a Trident launch pad, Trident Riptide launch pad, because you don't need to have an Elytra on to use it.
Yeah.
But you really should.
Really should.
Ouch.
Yep, you really should.
Because otherwise. So, yeah. But you don't need an Elytra on it for it to work. You can launch yourself into the water.
Yep, but then you get all wet.
Like that. Then you get wet.
All right, so I'm going to just tear this down and rebuild it, and we'll see how easy it is. And I'm going to take this one with me too. All right, so I've prepared a little hole in the ground over here with a little bit of cobblestone, because it's a good habit if you're going to build some redstone to not build it on sand, otherwise you come digging from underneath and destroy everything you got. So you put a little dot of redstone in the front, or where the button's going to be. You can probably even have like buttons on all sides if you're not sure which way you're going to launch. Take your observer and you point it right at the edge of the redstone. So it's looking at the redstone over there. And then you take your dispenser and you place it facing up with a bucket of water in there. Then you take above this redstone dot, put a full solid block, and on top of there put a wooden button. The reason we put a wooden button is because it lasts longer. But look, now water comes out and actually flows because we didn't put the slabs on top yet. So we put some slabs, kind of a nice little pad. Did I run out of slabs? There's some more in that box up there. Create a nice little 3x3. You can decorate it around however you like. And now, the water source gets trapped on top of that half slab.
It basically waterlogs the half slab block here, doesn't it?
It does. But if you don't have anything on the side of it, it does flow off.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So the corners are not important, but it looks better with corners on it too. So let's just take a look real quick underneath, just to explain how it works. The button turns on the redstone, which the observer sees, sends a pulse, spits out the water. Then the button retracts, turns off the redstone. Observer sees that, and then it retracts the water again. Very cool. Very cool. All right, Darryl, let's go take a look at the results of the redstone clock race.
All right.
So do you have any predictions of what might happen?
Well, I've thought about it a little bit. I'm not sure if my line of thinking is correct, but my brain tells me it is the observer clock is going to be a bit faster than this clock
The comparator clock? All right, well, let's hit the lever and watch the lamps and see which one turns on first.
Yep, I see the redstone signals going.
Yep.
They're not synchronized.
They are not. Suspense.
It's killing me.
Oh, I think it was on the right. The one on the right turned on just a split second before.
That's right. Just slightly quicker.
Now I have a little suspicion that they're both actually equally fast, maybe, and this one just gets triggered a half a whatever before the other one.
So they could be actually the same speed while running, but this one just gets a head start. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Or there's another hypothesis I have, is that we are limited by the speed of the droppers. Like maybe they're both going faster than droppers can do. Maybe one is going a lot faster. Maybe the other one's going a little bit faster. But maybe there's a speed limit on the droppers.
Right. No matter what, this one would have an advantage if it got started earlier.
Right.
Since the dropper would start working earlier. No matter.
Well, actually, you know what though? You know what? What if this one was way faster, but that one just started a little earlier?
Right.
Let's try this. I'm going to do it with a button push, and then we'll just count how many blocks are at the end. Right? Let's see.
Okay.
8 blocks, 7 blocks. Oh yeah, there we go. I guess.
Well, that doesn't necessarily prove because it could be going faster.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Even within the button push.
Also, if any of you guys have any idea of how to better measure the speed of these clocks, then let us know in the comments, because I feel like we might be doing these clocks injustice here.
That's right. We need people smarter than ourselves.
Yeah, we need Seth Bling and Il Mango to be like, no, guys, you should be doing it like this.
That's right.
Right, that was a lot of fun.
That was cool.
Also, remember, guys, if you want to join our live audience, just leave us your Minecraft username in the comments below. Or hit me up on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Do you know I got an Instagram, Darryl?
No, I didn't. That's cool.
It's got like 4 pictures on it already.
Nice.
And one is of beer. I know. All right, what do you say we build a little bit more stuff for the Community Time Studio?
I think that would be a good idea. we need to get working on this construction.
Yeah,
Also,
we do.
guys, let us know if you have anything else that you'd like to see featured in our community time videos or suggestions for other series.
Oh yeah, cool. Good call, Darryl. You're running back on stage. So for the front, let's kind of frame the stage sides with some red concrete alternating with red wool. Think
to be like curtains?
Yeah, to make it kind of look like curtains.
Drawn curtains kind of deal.
What is above me? Trees. I think we're going to have to get rid of some of these trees here pretty soon. How about for the corner we go in like this? So it's kind of like a little round part. Well, we can have one more red wool tower just here.
Okay.
Right?
I like.
And then after that we can move on to different materials. That looks pretty good. I'm going to put some black in the back here because AC/DC, you know. Black in the back.
Black in the back. Good.
Yeah, starting to look pretty good. Look, if we're like angling from the sides here, we're not looking past anything. Let's see, about, for example, this. Come on, get up there all the way. Well, it's not all the way up, but imagine it being all the way up. And then we can base our ceiling kind of off of this, kind of going forward. This lines up nicely with the curtains right there. Let's work a little bit more on this right here, now that we kind of decided at least where the floor is going to go. We'll move our esteemed audience members really soon. These guys are going to get front row seats. Right? We've promised that already.
Yep.
Let's find out where the middle is. The middle is right here. So we can actually go up by one. And then, what do you mean up by two? Like this. This is probably far enough back, right? So this is kind of the center aisle. I guess we could make it a little bit wider.
I'm thinking that's too wide now. Looking at it from here, it's quite wide for the size of stage we have. I think just that. Good for the aisle.
Okay, well then we'll work on the sides with the different materials. So actually, this all different material too, I think. With the shulker box in there?
Up to you.
Wait, that's my shulker, isn't it? Looking for it.
That is your shulker.
Looking for it. I was like, where's my books? I'm gonna put our first guys in front row seat. Got our first guys in the front row right now. Okay, take a look at one side and the other side. See what kind of works. I like this stripped. So if you kind of go down to here. Got a bunch of dark oak slabs. So what if this is the ceiling? Yep, kind of like that. Now we need to... It's getting dark. We need to fill up the back corner with something. Okay, now we need something on the front here to kind of frame it off on top. Yes. Starting to look good. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. This has been Community Time with Ralph and Darryl. Leave your...
Fun having y'all.
Yep. Leave your usernames in the comments. Leave your vote for the Battle of the Ore in the block battle in the comments. and any future suggestions in the comments. Everything in the comments. Just fill it up with everything.